Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Washington Post World.
April 17, 5:16 America, New York. Pakistan warns neighbor Afghanistan not to shelter militants. Pakistan has fired off a sharp warning to Afghanistan's hardline religious rulers.
Mirror World News.
April 17, 5:03 America, New York. North Korea tests new nuclear boosting weapon as Kim Jong-un gives instructions. Tensions have ramped up between North Korea and neighbor South Korea, whose military claim they detected 2 projectiles fired from the city of Hamhung on Saturday night.
New York Times World News.
April 17, 5 o'clock America, New York. The world's broken promise of asylum. Britain's new plan to send thousands of asylum seekers to Rwanda exposes the fragile nature of the global refugee compact, which has always fallen prey to domestic politics. Britain's border force taking refugees to Dover, England, last year after picking them up in the English Channel.
RT World News. April 17, 4 o'clock America, New York. China's third aircraft carrier launch delayed. Media. The massive ship was expected to be launched this month, but Shanghai's lockdown has affected the plans, a Chinese paper reports. Washington Post World.
April 17, 3:14 America, New York. Iran confirms centrifuge workshop moved to underground site. State media reports that Iran has confirmed it relocated a centrifuge facility to its underground Natanz nuclear site.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
April 17, 3:01 America, New York. Israeli police enter Al-Aqsa compound in Jerusalem for second time in 3 days. Israeli police have entered the Al-Aqsa compound in Jerusalem for the second time in 3 days. Israeli security forces stand on a rooftop near the compound that houses Al-Aqsa Mosque on Friday.
New York Times World News. April 17, 3 o'clock America, New York. Fighting for her life, far from Ukraine. A 5-year-old Ukrainian girl with a brain tumor was one of several children brought for treatment in the United States after their country was invaded by Russia. Bogdan Kresul, 8, and Christina playing at Target House, a residential building where the families of children receiving treatment live. New York Times World News.
April 17, 2:38 America, New York. Israeli police stop Muslim worshippers from entering holy site. Brief clashes broke out Sunday in side streets near the Aqsa Mosque compound, 2 days after violence at the site left more than 150 people injured. Israeli security forces on a roof near the Aqsa Mosque compound, known to Jews as the Temple Mount, on Friday.
Washington Post World.
April 17, 2:05 America, New York. Professor Saga highlights nationalists' reach in Israel. An Israeli computer science professor was awarded Israel's highest honor a year ago.
Mirror World News.
April 17, 1 o'clock America, New York. Easter Bunny's origins, chocolate eggs tradition explained. The Easter holiday is a time for celebration for Christians as the holidays reflect on Jesus' sacrifice and resurrection on the cross. However, it has strangely become synonymous with a rabbit and chocolate eggs.
Fox World News.
April 16, 23:23 America, New York. Ukraine war. Celebrity chef's kitchen bombed in Kharkiv. Russia's bombardment of cities around Ukraine on Saturday included an explosion in Kharkiv that destroyed a community kitchen.
Mirror World News.
April 16, 21:11 America, New York. Dog found tied to park bench with heartbreaking note still waiting for forever home. 2 years ago, Boston, a golden retriever mix, was found tied to a bench with an emotional note, weighed down with a rock, next to him in Mexico City.
WorldCBSNews.com. April 16, 2025 America, New York. Giant pandas celebrate 50-year anniversary of U.S.-China program. The first pair of giant pandas, Ling Ling and Sing Sing, arrived at the National Zoo in April 1972, as a gift from the Chinese premier to then First Lady Pat Nixon.